for the homework, this is going to take a little bit of time and thought for you to complete this, but this video should help step you through some of the difficult parts and at least get you started and on the right track. So on page 310 in the textbook, it's exercise 8.9, and all you're doing is you're creating a tic-tac-toe game. So I think everyone knows how to play tic-tac-toe, but if you don't, here's a quick overview. The first person is an X and puts an X somewhere on the board. It's a 3x3 grid, and you keep playing until someone wins. So if we look at the output down here, this is what your game is going to look like. So this is simulating the grid, and here's what a simulated output would be. So it's saying enter a row 0, 1, or 2 for player X, and they entered a 1, and then it asks for a column, and they also entered a 1. So if we remember from our Excel visual representation, we've got row 0, column 0, and then row 1, column 1, and that's where the X goes. The next time it's going to be for player number 2, or the player drawing the O's, and they select 1 and 2, and just like before, row 1, column 2, and the O goes there. And you keep repeating until someone wins. Okay, so this little ellipses down here just means that the game continues, and then you see at some point player number 1, who was X's, won because they had 3 in a diagonal row. So that is the overall big picture of what we're trying to do. So I think the big question is, where do I even begin? How do I even start this? Let's take a look over here. So I have Eclipse on my left-hand screen, and I have Excel on my right-hand screen. On the left-hand side, you see I basically have nothing created yet. I have a few things, but that's about it. Eventually, this will become my tic-tac-toe program. And then on the right, I think it's helpful to visualize this in Excel first before going over here and just start brute force attacking it. So over here, I have the same rows and columns from the previous example. And what I did was created a bunch of turns down here. So for player 1, they're the X's, and player 2 is the O's. So when it's player 1's turn, and let's say they want to put X over here. So this is the first move, and player 1 puts an X here. So that means that player 1 went to row 1 and column 2. Okay, player 1's turn is over. So now it's player 2's turn, and they're going to put something here. They're going to put an O right here. So that is row 2, column 1. Okay. X is going to put something at, let's see, right here. And that's going to be row 1, column 0. Player 2 is going to put their next move up here. And that is row 0, column 1. And then player 1, he's going to win the game. So he's going to put an X here. And that means row 1, column 1. And then at this point, this actually would not occur, so we can actually clear the contents. And after this happens, it displays something like, hey, player X won, good job, and the game is over.